Alright, everybody. So, this is our weekly WandaVision review. This is for episode 7. Got my friend Cole Pill back over here.
What's up?
Sponsored by Generator Supercenter again. I'll let Cole give the synopsis for this one.
Sure.
I like doing
Put that on me.
I put it on everybody.
Well, it's called Breaking the Fourth Wall, which is a fun title.
Yes, it is.
And it is definitely like inspired by Modern Family and like modern sitcoms, like the mockumentary style, talking to the camera a lot. And the plot of like the sitcom bit of it is like Wanda sends the kids, like she wants just a day to herself to unwind because Vision's left. So she sends the kids off with Agnes just to like unwind. And she's like, her powers are like spazzing out and changing everything constantly, and she can't seem to control it.
Yeah, something going on.
Yeah. And then Sword is like reestablishing a new base with Hayward and the director guy. But we don't spend much time with him.
No,
I think it's like he's like one scene actually.
Yeah, I think he's
only I think about it. They never went back to him. And then Monica's got her aerospace engineer person has come through with their special vehicle
plan,
whatever it is. And they try to do an infiltration, but it kind of goes badly.
Without spoilers, like the overall episode was like, I think it was a fun episode. I think it's one of the top ones for me, like fun-wise.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of just like getting characters up to speed on stuff. Like all the Vision and Darcy things are fun, but also it's like basically just like literally wasting characters' time, which is like kind of part of the plot of it, and also just like getting Vision up to speed on what's actually going on.
Yeah.
Oh, and if you haven't watched it yet, for some reason and you're watching this, stay through the credits this time.
Yeah. Yeah, there is an F credit scene. So
just gonna put that out there.
Yeah. Before we go into
this
spoilers.
guy didn't know.
I didn't know.
Walked away.
Well, they betrayed my trust.
They did. Well, what they did is they give you a false sense of security with 6 episodes in a row without one, and then they drop one on you.
So that's enough talk without spoiling anything, because this episode's full of spoiler-worthy things. So we'll jump into that now.
Yeah, really. Yeah, spoiler, blah, 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 blah. I mean, do you want to start with the biggest thing at the end, or?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Well, it's official now. Agnes is Agatha Harkness, the witch. Yeah, and she's been behind it all, apparently, as the song she sings says.
She gets her own theme song at the end.
She then, like, flashback shows, like, how she was influencing everything the entire time.
Yeah, it shows her, like...
Surprise!
It kind of even shows her, like, arrive, because she's, like, in her purple dress and just goes, like...
Yeah.
While she's, like, on her way to Wanda's door. So that's the big reveal at the end. And then, I mean, I guess we'll... sounds. And we can talk about the after credit scene, too. Which ties Evan Peters into...
It's really his only,
Agatha.
Like, real appearance in the episode. She was behind him showing up originally. And then
you see the back of him.
And then at the very end when Monica like tries to go down to the base, to the cellar where she is, he like stops her, or it's not really clear exactly what's happening, but it seems like he's like gonna stop her.
Yeah,
or trying to stop her.
I can't remember what he said. What did he say?
Snooper's gonna snoop.
Snooper's gonna snoop.
Yeah.
He's such a... Oh, man,
he's a troll, man.
Yeah.
The entire time.
He's kind of likable, but he's kind of like... I kind of know he's like not a good presence, so it's like...
Yeah, it's probably not gonna end well.
Yeah.
For him. Well, it depends on if all that stuff is really him or if it's just the influence. But speaking of Monica, had a bunch of developments with her.
Oh yeah, some good stuff.
Yeah. We get to meet her. Well, I don't know if we've really met the aerospace engineer.
Yeah, I don't know
but
either.
She meets up with her people and they've got her this like crazy truck that's sealed off in every way possible to hopefully protect her if she tries to go through the barrier. And it's a pretty cool looking thing.
It is kind of cool looking.
It's this big, like 6-wheel drive, like, cage, and then she gets, like, a space suit and gets in it and straps in, tries to go through the barrier, but it doesn't work. It fights her. And
the truck gets halfway through, so when it comes back out, it's, like, half a regular truck.
It's half like, just a pickup truck and half this crazy thing.
Yeah.
But she manages to pull herself out of it before it goes through and, like, messes her up. But then she's like, She's like, I can go through myself, and just throws the helmet off and runs in.
And it's
a pretty cool
really
sequence of her.
Sequence.
Yeah, where you get to see like all the versions of her that we've seen.
Yeah, even the kid version from
Captain Marvel. And I think there's even like dialogue from Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I think I heard Captain Marvel.
And then when she comes through, her eyes are glowing, and she has superpowers now.
Oh yeah.
And her it's at first when her eyes are glowing, she's looking at everything, and everything's like. I don't even know what it's looking like. It's almost like 3D, like the 3D, like if watching a 3D movie without glasses. It's like she was seeing that it's fabricated in some way.
I feel like because the way her eyes glow, she almost looks, she's in like, I don't know, she looks almost robotic.
Yeah.
Or something, like some robotic powers. I don't really know what her powers are.
Yeah, I assume it's like Captain Marvel-ish, but we haven't really seen what she can do yet. No, beyond just really resist Wanda's powers and also whatever her vision thing is. Who knows what that means? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, all the stuff like with Wanda just at home is just there's not really much beyond just she sends the kids off with Agatha, or with Agatha now, Agnes, whatever.
Yeah.
She sends the kids off with them, and they're like a little bit apprehensive about it.
Yeah, we don't really want to go.
But
it's like they know something. I think Billy.
It really seems like at least one of them knows something's going on.
Because Billy said something to her like, "You're cold on the inside." No, you're quiet on the inside.
Yeah. He's like, because he's psychic, right?
Yeah, he's psychic.
Yeah, and he's like, "You're quiet on the inside." It's like, that's really creepy. What? But then it's like, oh, it seems like she's got maybe greater control over what's going on. Or imagine it's maybe almost that everyone else inside the reality is like hurting and in pain from being forced to do all this stuff, and she's not because she's in control. Actually, maybe that's what was going on.
That makes sense. Whoa, nice.
I think of things.
You think? Wow. She wakes up in her Scarlet Witch costume. Still, she's like
hungover from last day, pretty much.
And all of her talking to the camera stuff was pretty funny, I guess. And then the cereal that she grabbed was called Sugar Snaps. I know the snap. I don't know if like.
Oh, it's got to be at least like a wink at least. It's got, and everything in the house is like flip flopping between.
It's like
the stuff from different time periods.
Yeah, I feel like...
And it's like everything's that, but then she like makes everything come back again to like what's supposed to be. It's like I don't understand what's happening.
The boys' video game controller from like an Xbox to a GameCube to like an NES or something.
Yeah, then it was ended up as Uno cards.
Yeah.
Oh, the intro was like like the Office style kind of, right?
It sounded like The Office.
Yeah.
All the Wanda, that didn't necessarily like match up with anything that I know.
Yeah, but definitely like the style of the way the credits looked and the music.
The music itself is
definitely
on The Office.
Definitely evokes that. So
yeah, I liked the intro a lot.
It was interesting. It was all Wanda at the very end. Vision.
I guess on the other sitcom side, Vision wakes up and he's like alive.
Yeah, and he's in the circus area that's been transformed now.
And they think he's a clown.
Which is pretty good. It's pretty good. And Darcy is an escape artist.
Mm-hmm. And I thought it was really funny when he's like, we made eye contact. There was a thing.
It was a connection.
She's like, oh no, pass. It's like, no, not that side of the thing.
Like he's trying to get her to remember life outside of everything. That's my food. So I'm going to wrap this up. Yeah, so he finally does this, touches her forehead and makes her remember everything. And then they make an escape. They steal a truck.
Yeah. And like we were saying, Vision's he does his little talking to the camera thing, but it almost is it's happening almost at the same time as the actual sitcoms.
It's weird. It's self-aware in this weird way, because even when you're watching The Office or Parks and Rec or anything, it is weird how that kind of stuff happens.
It's like, when did they record
this?
It's
like it doesn't really make sense, but it's all for the comedy stuff. And then at the end of it, they really acknowledge that with him being like, what am I even doing here? And he flies away, and then in the truck where there still really are, also flies away. Wait, that was all simultaneous. Or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
And Darcy basically just explains the plot of what's really been going on to him. He's like,
he's so confused
because he doesn't know anything beyond Westview.
They mentioned Jarvis, and they mentioned Ultron. Mm-hmm. So, fun stuff.
Yeah, and he's like, well, what am I now? She's like, I don't know.
Yeah. It's I'm like, I guess you're a dead corpse because we've seen the thing.
Yeah, so I figure she just turned you back on somehow. Oh, we found out that Hayward was actually trying to bring him back to
bring him back.
Bring him back somehow. Like, it wasn't just leaving him be. So he definitely had some kind of...
So he's definitely Ultron. That's
still,
my theory.
It's still possible. I mean, I'm kind of leaning toward maybe he's not, like, evil, but he's maybe more like... He may be, like, trying to do what Tony Stark was doing. Like, what Ultron was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, protection for the world. And he's like, hey, well, Vision was the good one anyway. So if we can, like, bring him back and replicate it, maybe that could actually be, you know, good defense for Earth and such. You know, being Ultron would be sick, though. Yeah, especially if they bring James Spader back, too.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely. I really want him to, like... because I'm pretty sure he said something about in the flesh in the first one. I really want them to, like, that to be his reveal. He'd like in the flesh and just like rip his face off or something and be Ultron.
That'd be sick. That would be sick. I think it's unlikely just because they've already got so much stuff going on with Agatha and whatever else, and maybe Mephisto or whatever's going on. I think there's definitely more than just Agatha.
I do too.
I don't think she's in this by herself, but who knows?
And one of the most like moments was when Monica confronted Wanda about not being a villain, and she said, maybe I already am. I'm talking about chill bumps, man.
But Wanda didn't like attack her immediately. Yeah. She seemed like she was getting through to her until Agatha showed up.
Yeah,
and like steered her away. And then that's really when like the turn of the episode is. She takes her back to her house, and then like
shit's sinister.
It's like starts noticing just odd things in the house, and eventually she's like, "Where are the kids?" He's like, "Oh, they're probably playing in the basement." And goes down to the basement, and it just gets creepier and creepier, and that's when the actual reveal happens. And
she was shivering.
It's like super creepy. You get like Stranger Things, the upside down kind of vibes going on. It's super creepy. And after she's like, "Oh, you're not the only witch or like magical girl in town or whatever," and then does like her magic, which is purple. And like does something to Wanda's eyes, so it seems like she's taking more control over her, or something. It's still not clear. We don't see where the twins are at this point.
Yeah.
So definitely sinister.
And then the ad in this one was like depression,
antidepressant drug called Nexus, which I looked up afterwards and is like some kind of multiverse Marvel thing. Like a direct reference to like the multiverse is like the Nexus. So definitely seems to be where they're going. It's definitely a hint for that. Like it's the first time we've had an ad that's not referencing the past in some way.
It's gonna be weird. There's no more sitcoms, like you said. It's just
we've now seen all the eras. Like I imagine there may be still some bits of it with Wanda, like maybe like trying to undo stuff.
Crazy.
We're definitely to quote it, in the end game now. We actually didn't see where Vision went. Like he like left.
He said,
and so I'm assuming he's going to confront Wanda. Or is going to just find Agnes.
Yeah, I imagine something's going to lead him down that. Because this next episode is really going to set up that finale, and then I'm going to be mad. And that standby gets up next week.
This last time we're going to get the please stand by is going to suck. Like, it sucks every time, but this next time especially, it's like, there's only one more, so it's got to resolve.
I wonder if, like, the final one's going to be like, please stand by. Wanda and Vision will return. Or probably not Vision. Wanda will return. Well, we got to wrap this up. Cole got to eat. That's the reaction. If we missed anything, please comment. I'll respond to it. I'll try to. And check out the other ones. Like, subscribe, all that. And we'll see y'all next week.